first, the proportionality here. Obviously, to CNN, they have a narrative to push. Their narrative is going to be the liberal agenda. The liberal agenda is going to be anything that places the blame exclusively on the gun as if it's an autonomous creature that acts on its own. I was really, because I haven't written an original piece for my website or anything for a long time. I was seriously considering writing a piece on this, Grant, because it's really disturbing, and I mean that, how national tragedies, Parkland, what happened in Maryland, bombings like what's going on in Austin, how everything has to be politicized. And there almost seems to be like a checklist for media outlets. If it's if a guy who had a Trump sticker on his car, if he did some of this, 24-hour coverage. If, an AR-15 was used in an incident, 24-hour coverage. But if it's something that doesn't work in favor of their narrative, a law enforcement officer engages this deranged shooter, takes him out, then all of a sudden it doesn't fit the narrative and it's not newsworthy. And I told you this before the show here. I know what CNN's going to say. I can already predict it. They're going to say, hey, Grant, but look, here's the evidence. We did the show on this. I'm glad you framed it the way you did. We're not talking about cursory coverage. We're talking about the proportionality of coverage you give to one story versus the next. And why do you do that? And I think the answer is clear, because it just doesn't fit your narrative.